Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be my September TBR. So if you're new here, basically every month I choose my TBR books out of a TBR jar. In here I have over 30 different challenges to help me choose my TBR that month. So last month in August I chose 7 books to read and I ended up reading 6 of them. So the only one I didn't get to was Sea of Ruin by Pam Godwin. I just didn't end up having enough time, but quickly I'll go over my thoughts from everything that I read. These 3 books I have a reading vlog up for. That was me reading highest rated romances and sharing my thoughts on them. So you can go watch that video if you want to hear more my opinions on these books in depth. But one to watch I gave 5 stars. That Kind of Guy I gave 4 stars. And then Royally Screwed I also gave 4 stars. So then the other 3 books I also filmed a reading vlog that is never gonna see the light of day because I ended up giving all of these books 3 stars and the vlog was just very boring because I didn't really have a lot of opinions about these books. They were all just kind of okay. So quickly, my thoughts on these. Get a Life, Chloe Brown, like I said, I gave 3 stars, but I think that this would be more like 3.5 stars. It was definitely a shock. I thought I was going to give this 5 stars. So the things I liked about this book, I really liked Talia Hibbert's writing, and I loved the main character, Chloe Brown. She has a chronic illness, and it was definitely the best chronic illness rep I have ever read. But the reason why I ended up giving this 3.5 stars is because I just really didn't feel the romance. I felt more friendship vibes between them. The romance just wasn't anything special to me, so kind of a bummer. Then Reaper's Property by Joanna Wilde. This I kind of knew going into it. I probably was gonna give it 3 stars. It came out in like 2010, I think, and 2012, and it definitely had, I feel like a lot of the romances that came out at that time were a little cringy, and this definitely had a little bit of cringe. I didn't really like the romance, but I was really interested in the motorcycle club world and I liked the side characters, so I am going to continue on in the series, but this one was just okay for me. Also, the love interest, his name was Horse, and I could not take him seriously. Like, of all the names, why Horse? I mean, I know why, because he's hung like a, but why? The last one was The Duke I Once Knew by Olivia Drake. This one was 3 stars. It wasn't bad, but I did a reading vlog for the historical romance readathon where I read 4 historical romances and all of them were great and I loved them. So when it finally came around for me to read this, after reading 4 really great historical romances, this was just okay. Wasn't great, wasn't bad. I don't really have a lot to say about it. Okay, so now let's move on into choosing my September books. I will put up a reminder right here of what all of the challenges in here are, but I did add a new one that I think is fun. I added someone else's TBR. So basically, if I pick this one, I will go into my YouTube subscriptions, search for whatever that month TBR is and watch a couple booktubers TBRs and find something to read. I do have a couple books that I kind of am like hoping I can fit into challenges because I really want to read this month, but we'll see. I always just let the challenges choose for me. I try not to go into this with like too much of a game plan. First one I pick is, ooh, okay, folklore mythology. I don't know if I've ever picked this one. I think I found something really good. I'm excited. So the book that I grabbed is Girl, Serpent, Thorne by Melissa Bashadost. This is a Persian fairy tale. So I guess like fairy tale, folklore, it's kind of the same thing. And I know that it's a sapphic romance. I have read a book by this author and I really liked it. It was a Snow White retelling. It says, a princess cursed to be poisonous to the touch. She thought she knew her place in the world, but when her choices lead to consequences she never imagined, she begins to question who she is and who she is becoming. Human or demon? Princess or monster? Princess or monster? Okay, I'm really excited for this. All right, the next one is Arc, so that is an advanced reader copy. Let me pull up my NetGalley. So if you didn't know, NetGalley has an app now. So let's see what's in my NetGalley. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna do Well Played by Jen DeLuca. This is the sequel or the companion to Well Met, which was one of my favorite romances of last year. And let's see, this comes out in September. It is a Ren Fair romance, and the first book honestly was so cute. So I've been very, very excited for this book. All right, the next one is Sci-Fi. Okay, I don't read a lot of sci-fi. Actually, is this sci-fi? I think this is sci-fi. The back says space opera. Okay, so for sci-fi, I am picking a book that I actually just got today, and that is The First Sister by Lyndon A. Lewis. I really don't know much about this book. I was kind of very drawn to it by the cover. And I don't even think I knew it was sci-fi when I bought it. I might have thought it was fantasy, but I do know that it's queer, but I don't know specifically what. It says, First Sister has no name, no voice, and no agency. The sisterhood forced her into the role of comfort woman for soldiers of Earth and Mars, who own the rights to her body and soul. But no more, this is her story. Ooh. This sounds a little bit like The Handmaid's Tale, but sci-fi. I'm interested. The next challenge is young adult. I don't know that I have a lot of young adult left on my TBR. I'm gonna need to really look around, hold on. So I chose American Royals by Katherine Mcgee. This is a book that I started reading, I think a year ago, like exactly a year ago. Then I put it down. I was enjoying it, but I put it down after like 20 pages, honestly, because this is YA contemporary. I don't really know what to classify this as, but it's not a genre that I read often, so I wasn't really in the mood for it at the time, but I want to try again because I've heard really good things. When America won the Revolutionary War, its people offered General George Washington a crown. So it's basically like alternate history if George Washington became the king of America instead of the president, and like now it's present day following the American royal family, which like if we're just putting aside the fact that like that never would have happened, it sounds really fun. And I think that one of the romances in here is between the princess and her bodyguard, which you guys know I love a bodyguard romance, so I'm excited for this. The next one is most recent purchase. This is really sad. My most recent purchase is Mexican Gothic by Silvia Morena Garcia. You might be wondering, Riley, where's the dust jacket? I'm wondering the same thing. I ordered this from Amazon, completely new. It wasn't from Amazon Marketplace or anything. Like, this is supposed to be a brand new book. And this is how it came to me. No dust jacket, weird sticker on the side. So they're sending me a replacement copy, but this is my most recent purchase. I'm really excited for this. So this, all I know about it is it's like gothic, thriller, murder, mystery type of thing. I think this woman gets a letter from her cousin that like something weird is going on. So she goes to investigate. I've really been wanting to read this. It gives me like fall vibes, and I've heard mixed things, so I'm excited to see where I fall within that. The next one is published this year. Perfect. I really want to read this book, so I'm glad something came up where I can fit it. So this is Deal with the Devil by Kit Roca. This is a post-apocalyptic romance, and I'm very excited. The back says Orphan Black meets post-apocalyptic Avengers, and it's basically about a team of mercenary librarians and a squad of super soldiers who like work together in this post-apocalyptic world. Just like has so much already that I love. I love post-apocalyptic stuff. I love anything that has to do with librarians. I'm very, very excited for this, and I was really, really hoping that I was able to put it on my TBR this month. Next is favorite author. So for this one, I'm going to read When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. I have this on pre-order. It comes out on Tuesday, so very soon. And this is Alyssa Cole's first thriller. She is one of my favorite romance authors, so I'm very excited to read this book. Even though I don't typically like thrillers, I really like Alyssa Cole, and this book sounds really good. So basically it's a thriller about gentrification. So it's about this woman who lives in Brooklyn, and then her neighborhood is being gentrified, and then she stumbles upon this conspiracy that her neighbors aren't actually moving, they're like disappearing, and it sounds really cool. And it's been getting a lot of hype. A lot of people who got arcs of it were loving it and raving about it, so I am very excited. Okay, I think I'm gonna do one more book. Oh, yay! Okay, I got my new challenge, someone else's TBR. So let me open up my YouTube. We're gonna find some TBRs. I'm kind of just gonna scroll until I see one. I think I've already watched a couple, so I know people have already uploaded them, but whatever comes up first is what I'm gonna watch. And then if I can't find anything in that one, I will look for the next one. Oh, here we go. Okay, Jess has a TBR.
So sorry.
Ad.
Hey guys, it's Jess from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with a TBR for you for the month of September.
I definitely watched this TBR when she posted it, but I do not remember what is on it.
The next one I have is Well Played by Luca. This is book 2 to the Well Met series.
Okay, she picked Well Played on her TBR, but I already have that, so is that cheating? Okay, yeah, I feel like that's cheating. Okay, I don't have any of the books on her TBR, so next video. Oh my god, I'm now realizing this could take a long time. Oh, okay. Bree has a TBR, which again, I know I watched this when she posted it, but Bree, actually, I have a very good chance of finding something because her TBRs are always massive because she reads a ton.
Hey there, it's Bree, and this is my September TBR.
Can we just talk about how aesthetic her videos are? They always look so pretty. So she has A Heart of Blood and Ashes by Mila Vayne on her TBR, which I have right here. And actually somebody sent this to me from my Amazon wishlist and there was no note, so if you sent this to me, please let me know so I can thank you. But I am really excited to read this. This is a fantasy romance. I think that there's dragons. Maybe I'm making that up. It seems like right up my alley. I remember when I first saw this cover come out, I was like, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna choose this one. I'm very excited. I'm really glad that Bree had this on her TBR. Okay, so here are all the books that I have for my September TBR. I feel like it's a really good selection. I've got some fantasy, some sci-fi, contemporary, a couple thrillers. Like I'm going a little bit out there with my genres. Look at me, who is she? Branching out into things that aren't just romance. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!